If you are part of the procession, if you can please make your way to the back of the church so that we can have everyone ready to go. Thank you.
Position.
Yeah.
Also, as a general reminder, if you could please put your cell phones on silent. Thank you.
Mama Lila's Chapel. And for those of you, when you might want to stop and take a minute to just enjoy and just feel the vibes of Mama Lila out there in Mama Lila's Conference Center. For those of you that don't know, if you've ever been around her in a meeting, might not been a meeting, but she needed to grab you, she'd always get you at her car, right out there in one of those first 6 parking lots, and that would be a meeting. It would be over when she got you to agree to whatever it was she was trying to get you to agree to. So today, we are inside Mama Lila's Chapel celebrating her, but if you need to talk to someone, get some business done or whatever, feel free to step right outside into Mama Lila's Conference Center. All right? Having said that, we are so blessed to be able to host this memorial. I wish we were here to celebrate something else, but this is the way it is. And like always, Mama Lila is forever teaching us a lesson. And so I hope you all learned the lesson that I learned this time. We need to be taking better care of ourselves and paying more attention to ourselves. Because as important as the work that we all have committed ourselves to and that we do, we want to make the world a better place, but we want to make the world a better place for us too. And so we need to start paying better attention to ourselves because unfortunately, Mama Lila worked herself to death. And it was her mission and she took care of it. And any of you keep wondering why I keep smiling. Every time I try to think of something I was supposed to say today, I would think of Mama Lila and I would think of something. I'm not even going to waste y'all time with some of the stories I can tell you. But I want to tell you that for real, we are truly honored to be here hosting this memorial to Mama Lila. She was a giant. All right. Thank you all.
We gather here from many different traditions. One of the things that Mama Lila in particular was really clear, and General Baker also in the way that he lived, was clear that movement is a spiritual struggle. That's a dimension of our work. So we want to also begin by gathering our hearts as one. Spirit of all who moved across the waters in creation, who gives us as gift our sister water, who spread the earth across the surface of Turtle Island, and this place we gather where the waters go round. You who birthed us from a single mother, and who bends the moral arc of the universe toward justice, be present here. We give thanks for these spiritual giants, Mama Lila, Kabil, and General Baker, for their lives, their witness, their work, which continues among us even now and in this place, and as we go forward. Their spirits fill this room, make it sacred and holy, and call us into the work in which they led. All this we pray in one heart. Amen. Amen.
So one of Lila's great visions was the Flowtown Review, and so we'd like to sing a song today in honor of Lila, and the lyrics are up here. If we have Flowtown Review people who would like to come up and join us, we're going to sing to the tune of My Sherry Amore. And the lyrics are up here. They're hard to sing. Some of you may have them on your song sheets. And we're without Naeem, our great director, so we're Light Alliance and is a warrior in the struggle against the privatization of water by Nestle. The rocks represent the various organizations in WILI, Joined by Water. An interfaith directory. About 6 years ago, Lila brought an interfaith directory to the People's Water Board meeting and said that the People's Water Board needed to be doing intentional outreach to interfaith communities. This directory symbolizes the commitment of the People's Water Board's Faith Outreach Committee to continue to develop and deepen relationships with faith communities in Michigan. The wooden plaque, shaped like an oar, the Detroit People's Platform offers the gift of a wooden plaque shaped as a canoe oar that acknowledges Lila as a freshwater hero and a partner in economic, racial, and transportation justice work in the city of Detroit. Flowtown Review Songbook. This songbook represents Lila's involvement in the People's Water Board's Flowtown Review. It was Lila's vision of Christmas caroling at the mayor's mansion that evolved into the Flowtown Review, a group of water activists who advocate for the song. Flint Lives Matter t-shirt. This t-shirt symbolizes Mama Lila's commitment to the people of Flint, who were poisoned by the governor, and her movement with the Flint water warriors in their struggle against emergency management and the loss of democracy. Accountability in White Anti-Racism Organizing Book. This book, co-edited by Lila, is just a small piece of the legacy she leaves us. Lila's tireless work for racial equity here in Detroit and around the country included educating white people. We place this book on the altar as a commitment to continue to do and get better at this work. Rocks from Idlewild. These rocks symbolize Lila's strength and her commitment to youth, especially youth from the Rosa Parks Institute, whom she took to Idlewild last summer as part of the Ralph Bunche Institute and MCHR Freedom Summer.
was just awesome and just phenomenal. And there's really no words that could be said for her because she's a, heart and all of the above. So I just want to say to her family, thanks for sharing her with us. We wasn't trying to steal her, but I wish I could have. But thank you all so much. Thank you all so much.
On behalf of ENIAC, Cass Commons, and all of the organizations and folks who are working around environmental and climate change issues in the city, what a sign. Mama Lila was always start out with water, but you didn't know where you was going to end up, what you was going to end up doing. The other thing is that that's a person that we need to emulate. Sometimes you have to ask people to come help you out. Mama Lila would just show up. She didn't have no idea what was going on, but whatever meeting was going on in here, she was going to contribute to it because it all was connected. And so I hope we all take the opportunity to look around us and realize that we all connected, both because of our issues and because of our humanness. Water is life. Mama Lila was living that life.
I'm delighted to invite the man of the family to come up with a plant symbolizing life. And Lila's presence with us still.
So we picked this symbol as life also because she talked about being rooted and grounded in love. And so you all have been an offshoot of that. And there's a continuum because she was an oak tree. I couldn't bring an oak tree. But a part of who she was gave. And that's what actual plants do in terms of oxygen and energy and things like that. And so this really is representative of her because of all the offshoots and her work. She loved what she did, and she was she made sure that others would spring from it and grow from it, and she was a nurturer. So all of this is what I see her doing.
Finally, today we commemorate General Baker. And I invite Sylvia to say a few words.
I'm actually going to come up here because I want to make sure we can hear each other, right? We've got the mics. So, I love Lila and General Baker so very much. And I actually came to know General through my welfare rights home from the very beginnings of my work here in the city. And, coming to understand how very much he was, also one of the leaders of the welfare rights movement. He and Marion and Maureen and so many others that have been part of this movement for years. And the impact that General has had in my life, and my husband's life, and how it also interconnected so much with the work that we would come to do later with People's Water Board and my meeting of Lila and just how it all just really flowed together. So thank you very much, Val, for bringing this poster today. I'm going to read it because it was so important for us today to also highlight that this is the 5th anniversary of Jen's departure. So this poster here says one of the things that he said that we're quite familiar with. He had all these amazing sayings that have stayed with us. This one says, "We have seen the few become the many, so don't be dismayed that there aren't a lot of people here right now. They're coming. We just need a few to stand up and show the way." And this was him speaking at Benton Harbor in 2006. So I offer this today as one of our gifts. Okay, now I'm going to ask if each of our speakers will come up, please, so that we can hear a few words from you. You'll see the list of speakers in the program. I'm going to also ask Piper Carter to please come up, as well as Miriam Touré. And I need to let you know from the start that I messed up in my invitation to Richard Clay, who was also a dear friend of Lila, and couldn't be here this morning, but I know that Richard spoke also with the family services, and also very touched by the life of Lila and the work that she did for at least half of her life as an occupational therapist with people in the blind community here in Detroit. So we're going to start with Maureen Taylor, who's going to actually tell us about the significance of why we're celebrating the legacy of these two ancestors.